run like a bike. The boys they swipe. They take my swag, they swipe. VVS diamonds on the beat with Dennis. Bad like tennis. Summer spot like a chemist. I ain't going out outside, no, yet. I ain't going out outside, no, yet. More.
What is up, guys? This is lajiao back at you with another tutorial. Today we're gonna cook up a Pierre Bourne type beat. Pierre Bourne type beats, they're not usually too sad or too happy. They're like, I would say in a major scale, but not too happy. So you gotta avoid all those notes that make it sound happy. Alright, today we're gonna be working in the key of B major, and you can tell that because it follows the whole half pattern, and all major scales follow that pattern. The first sound I use is a preset in Citrus. It's called Square Purity. It's right here in the presets folder, right there, under synth string. Alright, and it sounds like this. It's like a Game Boy sound. So I lay down these chords right here, and they're basically, we have the key and the root note, and then we just have like a little triad. And then on top we stack these two notes, E and D sharp. So yeah, if these two notes were a whole step away from each other, like if E, instead of going to D sharp, went to F sharp, and those two notes are a whole step away from each other, it would sound like too major and too happy, and that's not what I'm trying to go for right now. This is a whole step away. And if you put them a half step away from each other, it's going to create more tension and make it sound like darker. Okay, so the MIDI is pretty good, but the sound could use some work because it's like one of those stock Citrus presets, so. It's not sound too nice on the ears. So definitely got a lot of high end, and like we also want to cut out the low end to make room for the 808. So we gotta EQ it first. So I threw this EQ on it. I just cut off the low. There weren't many lows in it to begin with, but I just cut them out just in case they know. So yeah, the sound is still really high pitched, and it's not really like good for the background. You want a good background sound to make room for like the artist, because Pierre Bourne type beats and Playboy Cardi type beats, you know, they're not really too complex or crazy. They just leave a lot of room for the artist, you know, to really show off their mastery of lyricism, and you know, yeah. So we need this to be more like ambient. So of course we're gonna head over to gross beat. This is just pitching it down and using this pattern. Then I threw another gross beat on it, you know, to kind of give it a bouncing vibe on every beat. This is what it sounds like. And that kind of just gives it a little bounce. And I didn't put the volume all the way. I only put the volume like halfway. Added a little bit of reverb to it. Then I put this gross beat on it. Yeah, we got 3 gross beats. I got this gross beat. It's also volume gate, and it's pretty much just adding emphasis on the 2nd and 4th beats. I'll show you what that sounded like. And I also didn't turn that all the way. You can use this knob or this knob. I don't know why I use this knob instead of this knob, but I would rather use this knob since it's like inside of the plugin. If I leave it all the way up, then nothing will be playing right here, and then it'll be 100%, and it'll be back to 0%, and that's like too much. Yeah, let's just move that down to like 50% and see what that sounds like. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, and the last thing I did was another EQ to boost this frequency at like 200 hertz. And cut off the low since we did all this pitching stuff with this one, this gross beat right here, it like lowered the pitch. So you can see that there's like some lower frequencies that were just introduced by the gross beat. So we want to cut those out to make room for the 808. So yeah. So I turn that one back, and then I raise this band at 337 hertz. And that's probably because that's just the frequency I really wanted to like bring out of the sound for the background. Because I didn't want it to be like too high pitched, which is be like if I boosted up here. I mean, you could also do that for like a vintage effect, but I want it to be lower, like right here. Yeah, right there. Alright, so this is what the final sound sounds like. Since Playboy Cardi type beats, they don't really have that many melodies. It's just like one main melody, and then maybe add like a counter melody or two, like a flute or something to like accent that background noise. I only really added like one more melody. Alright, so I layered two presets together. One's called FM Voices 1, and it's under voice, and then the second preset I layered is the next one, which is FM Voices 2. It's this one. So for the first one, I just left it straight up. It sounds like this. And the second one sounds a bit different, but kind of similar. And I messed with the mix a little bit, which is right here in the mix tab. So I turned off all the filters. I think they're filters. I turned them all off except for number 3. I took 1, 2, and 4 off to make it sound like this. Okay, so these two presets, they have the same MIDI, and it's just going from C sharp down to F sharp to D sharp, and back 1 octave up to D sharp. That's pretty much it for melodies, really. So yeah, the kick and the 808, they share the same pattern, so I'm just gonna show that right now. Alright, next came the clap and the hi-hats. The clap is just, this is a normal clap, and then I added another clap on the end of the 4. So right there. So yeah, for Playboy Cardi beats, the hats don't really go too crazy, and might have some like little stutters. Yeah, other than that, I just added a few more drums, like a crash, and then the yep sound. I think it's in minute. Nav's minute is this sound. Yep. It like plays right before I don't know, someone comes in. I forget what. I forget when it happens. Yep. Anyways, I like that sound. It's fire. Also in Pierre Bourne beats, you notice he also puts a lot of like signature effects and perks. So one of the things he likes to do is put in like gunshot rounds. So yeah, I sampled something from Modern Warfare 2. I think it's the FAMAS, or the FAMAS, however you say it. With like the one with the 3-round burst, and then I made it like 6 rounds. So you can hear that here. I don't add anything else except for this snare that hits at the end of like a section. And I pitched it down. I took this snare, which sounds like this, and then I pitched it down really far, all the way down to B2. So it sounds like this. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire beat, and then I just arranged it, you know, took some drums out, put them back in again, took the 808 out, put it back in again, like right here, right when the chorus ends, I have everything out, and then I only put the hats in the clap for a little bit, and then I bring everything back in for a second, and then take it all out again. So that's pretty much it. I might just mix and master the beat, but you know, honestly, who knows how to do that? That's the engineer's job. Am I right? I'm gonna just let the beat play at the end. Hua. Speaking of heat, we got a clothing line, so you know, bro. If you're trying to get some shirts, or some hoodies, or tank tops, or caps, you know, check it out. Link in description.